Okay, so the problem is, now that I've listened to the call again and learned the definition of what unfavorable means in terms of accounting, let's discuss what the real issue is here. The problem is that Disney is treating the Disneyland guest and putting them in the same box as the Walt Disney World guest. And I got news for you, Chapek, we are not the same. Everyone knows that Disneyland is a locals park for a reason. The average person in the middle of America, in the world even, if they had to decide where to take their vacation and they're going to Disney, they are probably going to Disney World. It is a 5 to 7 day minimum experience. It's more expensive, there's more to do, people perceive more to be better. Obviously, I'm an Angelino natively and Disneyland is my ride or die, but it doesn't change the fact that you can do everything in those two parks in 2 days. Sometimes if you're really good in 1 day with a park hopper. The money spend is going to be different than the Disney World guest, which is a once in a lifetime, probably your one vacation a year guest. It is closer to most of the world, except for maybe Asia, where Disneyland would be closer. Those people are going to ball out on their one big vacation. Disneyland is not the preferable destination to a lot of people because they perceive it to be smaller and therefore less than, even though we all know that it's not. So in terms of unfavorable, what they're saying is that the Disneyland guest, regardless of how they're getting in, is spending less than the Disney World guest, which is true and it'd be expected. And you can't lump them together and compare them. The only solution to this problem for Disney is to stop putting all of us in the same box. It's not a problem if you realize that it's not a problem. They're making an issue where there isn't one. If they just accept what we all already know, which is Disneyland is a locals park, then they can figure out how to get the most out of the local instead of saying, oh, the Disneyland guest spends less than the Disney World guest. Duh, of course they do. It's just the nature of the park, and unless they're gonna build 2 more gates, that will always be the case. So it's not Magic Key versus non-Magic Key as being unfavorable. It's the general spend of the Disneyland guest versus the Disney World guest. And the sooner we just decide that those are 2 different types of guests, the better off Disney will be.